trying to have a sort out in my studio. Got a fair coming up next month, so I'm trying to get work prepared for that. But I'm also having a bit of a sort out, and although there's some work underneath there that I just need to go through again, I've also found numerous sheets of paper, you know, torn up into different formats, some with tape round. And I just decided this morning, you know what, I'm just gonna have a play and a bit of an experiment. So I've got these 3 different papers. The top one, now if I'm honest, I can't remember what make it is. I would imagine it's about £140 watercolour paper, and as you can see, it's cold pressed. It's got a slightly raised texture to it. I know the next one is it's a Saunders Waterford paper. Again, I'd say it's about £140. And I do quite like this because it's hot pressed. It's got a smooth surface. I just wish it was more white. This is supposed to be white, but you know, you compare it with this one, and that's white to me. This is, you know, but I like the surface, and obviously, you know, because it's proper watercolour paper, it takes more fluid. And then the bottom paper is my old favourite. It's the Seawhite of Brighton cartridge paper. I think this is the 200 GSM. And obviously this is cartridge paper, it has a smooth surface. So I'm just going to have a play around with these. You know, I think I already know like about how the inks and everything react on there. And the same with this Saunders Waterford. It's just this one that's like, you know, with the, I don't normally like too much texture. I know you can get different effects on it, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. So I'm starting with this, I think it's the cold press paper, obviously the one with the slight texture on it. I've just laid down some marks with this white oil pastel, Sennelier white oil pastel, that just acts as the bit of the resist. Mainly Lunar Blue, the Daniel Smith Lunar Blue. Lunar Blue is, it does sort of separate out into like a blue and then more of a turquoisey blue. I know you get this raised effect with it. I don't know. Right, now I'm going to just put in some of the sepia. Also just drop in some of the granulation fluid. And then move it around again. I don't sort of worry too much if I get some of the colour in the sky. I think it just makes it more cohesive. I don't know here whether you'll be able to see like that the Lunar Blue is separating out. Who says you have to have a brush to do watercolours with? With these is that I'm going to have to come back to them probably when they're dry. To see the real effects of the what the difference in paper makes. Right, but also, I don't know, can't remember. I know I put some of the oil pastel down here, can't remember where. So that was with the paper with the slight texture on it. See, right, it's obviously a bigger sheet of paper and you're not going to be able to see me do this all up in one go. You know, that is what it is. But again, I'll start it out much in the same way with the white oil pastel. water on. And then this time I think I'm going to go straight in with the Payne's Grey ink. And then get my old store card. See, the moves obviously much easier over the smooth surface of the cartridge paper. And obviously a bigger piece of paper allows you a certain amount more freedom. Right, well, that is rather a mess. Right, but I need to be quick. I'm going to drop in some of the granulation fluid. And then, I don't know, I think that was probably a splot. Again, with the old store card. As you can see, definitely more freedom. I just love the contrast between the white and the colours, as opposed to the sort of slightly off-white, and you get a cleaner edge, which I quite like, and I like the way that the granulations on this one are more defined. I'll pop that one up there, out of the way, and then here, again, this is the Saunders Waterford one, it's slightly thicker. Getting lots of water. Pour it on. I think it's not that I don't like the surface of this, it's just I wished it was in that higher white, because I much prefer that sort of contrast. I do like working with these because you can get, you know, loads of different marks, obviously. Like fingers as well. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that there for now. I'll come back when they're dry, take the tapes off, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see. This is the first one I did, and I just don't like this bit. You know, I don't mind on the others where the granulation fluid is quite clear, but here it's obviously the paper and the watercolour working together, and I just don't like that, if I'm honest. But we'll leave it for there. We'll leave it for now, and I'll come back and have a look. Okay, here they are. They're almost dry. Still a bit of a puddle up there on that one, which is on the Seawhite paper. Can I just clarify now? I've been saying that this one at the back here is Saunders Waterford watercolour paper, and when I took the tape off, I found out that it's not actually. It is Fabriano Artistico hot pressed paper. So just to clarify, that is not Saunders Waterford, it is Fabriano Artistico. Here's the watercolour paper with the textured surface on it. Is that cold press? Not. I'm not, you know, I like granulations, don't get me wrong, I love a granulation as much as the next person. I don't know, I'm not so keen on this bit where the paper obviously, you know, the pigment settles into the various divots in the paper, if you like. So I'm still not swayed over this one. Watercolour paper, not. It's got a texture on it. You know, no, the jury's still out. I really am not that keen. I much prefer still this is the Seawhite cartridge paper. This is the 220 GSM. You can get 300, slightly thicker. And I just prefer it. I prefer the high white, which gives more of a contrast. I like the clean edges that you get. I like the fact that, you know, yes, there is granulation, but it's very clear speckledy rather than that sort of more blurry effect. This is the sort of effects that I'm after. And again, you know, we get some lovely granulation on this Artistico paper. Just wished it was more of a high white. Need more ink on there. But yeah, hot pressed paper wins for me, hands down.